Hey everyone, welcome to Masters Cast. We are going to rewatch the He-Man and She-Ra Classic, a Christmas special. Woo! I am John with my festive He-Man Christmas sweater.
I'm Katie with a completely non-festive Demon Legend sweater, not sweater, shirt. See, I already screwed up the beginning, John. Oh no.
Well, that's all right. We roll with the punches here at Masters Cast because we're real. We're real fun.
Real talk.
Now, how long ago do you think it's been since you've actually watched the Christmas special?
I watched it last year. I don't know what's wrong with you, John, if it's been more than a year when you last watched the Christmas special.
I had full intentions of watching it last year. I actually vividly remember getting out the old BCI DVD release from like the early 2000s. And I think I accidentally packed it back with the Christmas decorations because when I was unpacking holiday decorations this year, I found the DVD inside with another like random Christmas movie DVD. So I don't think I did. So this is it's going to be an even more joyous experience for me, I think, because, you know, so festive.
Yeah, I had to show it to the nephews last year. They had never seen it. So I'm like, okay, rite of passage. And my youngest nephew especially, he really likes He-Man. So they were totally on board and we had a great time. But I have not watched it yet this year. So this is great timing.
It's interesting you say that. A couple years ago, my cousin, he and I are the same age. We were born about a week apart. And he had recently had kids. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to send them He-Man Christmas special and like some toys because, you know, toys were coming back out and stuff. I think I sent them. I don't remember who made it, but someone made another like an Orko action figure. It might have been Super 7. I don't remember. Bad fan. But I sent that and stuff with it. And his son like loved the Christmas special and loved Orko. And I thought that was so cool because I mean, I didn't love Orko as a kid. I tend to not like the kid characters, but
For shame.
I thought that was so cool. Like, and they had no reference, at all as to what He-Man and She-Ra were. They just, showed it to them as a Christmas movie, and they watched it several times. He said so. Yeah, I think it's still viable today.
Absolutely.
Like you said, so you reinforced it. So we are going to watch it on the official Masters of the Universe He-Man and She-Ra YouTube channel. We'll put the link down in the description of the actual version that we watched if you want to check it out. And the full version of our rewatch will be on the audio version of the podcast. You can find that at masterscast.com. So are you ready, Katie, to hit play?
I am.
All right. When I say 3, we hit play.
Okay.
1,
3,
2, 3. Oh, it's snowing.
It's a happy time for us, dear Marlena.
Oh, just think. This will be the first time the twins are together to celebrate their birthday with all our family. Adora's friends even came from
So, what I like about this scene here is think of this is like one of the only times that so many He-Man and She-Ra characters have been seen together, right? And interacting.
I love that so much.
Yeah, and like what I don't like is people would be like, "Oh, what a toy commercial." No. Like we freaking want to see all the characters together.
Obviously.
And they said it was Adam and Adora's birthday.
Yes.
So not on Christmas, but around Christmas. I like that because my birthday is around Christmas. And this would put Adam and Adora at about 20 years old because there's a season 2 episode of He-Man where he turns 19. So that would have been before this. So I'm going with 20.
Look at you doing your math and everything.
It reminds me of how we used
That's
to
right.
get ready for Christmas at this time of year.
Christmas? What's that?
Well, this kind of makes me wonder, like, how she never mentioned in the 20 years prior to this that this reminds her of getting ready for Christmas.
Right, because I do feel like whether you're religious or not, Christmas is such a huge thing, especially on the United States, and people putting up trees and all of that. Like, you'd think she would have wanted to do that on Eternia.
almost finished here.
Spoiler alert for anyone that doesn't know, Queen Marlena is from Earth.
You know, if it works, this little
Yup.
sky spy will give us a complete
Boring old human surrounded by all these cool Eternians.
Right?
Nah, she's pretty cool too.
Now, I don't, Orko's not my favorite, but I guess he is the catalyst for the entire Christmas story.
It's true. This would not happen without Orko being Orko. And as someone who loves Orko, I always look forward to this part. It's like I know he's
As a
the
child,
kid.
I would have never snuck in to someone's vehicle.
Never.
Now, I'm concerned about Man-at-Arms' engineering. Like, you break... he didn't even push the lever. He just broke it up, and it starts them.
Yeah, that's not great engineering.
Something tells me I'm in big trouble.
Oh, this is so nostalgic. I love that they use all the same music and everything that you're used to from the episodes. And putting the He-Man and She-Ra logos together.
I also like that this is a mix of He-Man, She-Ra music and Christmas music.
Yes. It's masterfully done.
And if I recall correctly, I think the original title for the Christmas special was Christmas Comes to Eternia. Probably just not as marketable for TV Guide.
Yeah. But it was never shown as split up episodes, right? It was always shown together.
No, because
special.
that's a good point. If you think about it, this is just like a part 1 and part 2. It would have been 2 episodes in She-Ra or something like that. So it's just a special, not movie length.
Cool.
Oh, Collector, I have to mention. So I always wanted this as a child because I thought the Collector was such a badass looking vehicle, right?
It is.
And we finally got it in Masters of the Universe Origins.
Nice.
I specifically made sure it was near so I could.
The Sky Spy suddenly took off by itself.
I think it looks pretty accurate.
Skeletor's going after the Sky Spy. Then He-Man's going
Hold
after
on, I need to
By the power
split my screen or something so I can see your Collector.
Oh, that's all right. I already put it back.
Aw.
Now, something I would like to say about this scene. Well, wait.
I've got a feeling my brother may need some help.
Now, right here, I would have paused it and I recorded my own VHS as a child and added in the She-Ra transformation sequence because I was old enough as a kid that then she didn't transform.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Rude.
Which leads into, I don't know if you had the laser bolt as a child, which is the vehicle He-Man just flew up on.
I did not.
It doesn't fly.
Oh.
It's not a flying vehicle. It's a land vehicle.
And they just decided they needed a vehicle.
Yeah, I was confused as to why it was flying.
Maybe he threw it and then jumped on it, so it's not actually flying. It's just being propelled, and then it just crashes somewhere once he's done with it.
I think you're giving them too much credit on that one.
Oh, here comes my favorite line. Claws to paws. One of my favorite lines. I have many from the Christmas special.
A force belt, huh?
I always thought this was pretty good too.
It is.
It's just so much he's overwhelmed.
And yeah, the fact that he needs his sister.
Too many of these things.
Looks like you need a hand, brother.
Sis, just in time, as usual.
Let's get a little fresh air in here.
Ready? One.
We're both jamming to the music.
Yeah. And then, of course, Orko. Oh, well, using Man-at-Arms' engineering worked out so well. Let's add some magic to the
Or-
mix.
Yeah, like maybe there's a radio. You could radio in to Men-at-Arms for help.
Yeah, I would hope at least the radio works.
Sky Spy, it's spinning off into space.
All right, let's pay attention to this laser bolt. I want to see if it has like anything coming out of it. No, see, not even like flames coming out of the back of it.
Nope.
I'm also confused here. Ratlore is here, and Ratlore, at least in the He-Man and She-Ra cartoons, was always a Horde villain. He was with Hordak all the time.
Oh.
So I don't know why he's with Skeletor randomly here.
That is a very good question. Especially since...
I also talked over my line, which is, I don't need a parachute, or something. I say that to people randomly, and they don't understand what I'm talking about.
I love how we can hear it in our heads so clearly.
I'm afraid we've lost your Sky Spy.
No, it's a good thing nobody's.
One of the times that He-Man and She-Ra were able to breathe in space.
Nobody even knows I'm here.
Yeah, that
wasn't
happens a
very-
few times, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's not consistent, because there's an episode of She-Ra, it's like, sword to helmet, and she puts the helmet on because she's going up into space.
Maybe this finder beam can locate it.
Inconsistency. It's fine.
It's fine.
Slowing down. Boy, am I glad. Back home again.
Maybe they can breathe for just like a certain amount of time.
That's
Super
it.
lungs.
Yeah. We're going in.
But yeah, since Hordak and Skeletor are at such odds in this special, it is really weird that Rattler's around with Skeletor.
Yeah, it didn't make...
Close. I guess I should have fastened my seatbelt.
Especially because Bob Forward is the co-writer on this, and he wrote a lot of the good episodes, like Problem with Power. Well, I don't like that, but a lot of people love Problem with Power. Price of
Yes.
Freedom, She-Ra Unchained, Your Flowers for Hordak. That's a Bob. Forward
Yes,
episode.
classic.
Somebody's in trouble.
So I don't know about you. When you were a child, did you and your brother? 'Cause we're the same situation, right? Brother and sister. We both have siblings.
Yup.
Were you ever sent out to like get the Christmas tree by yourself with your brother?
No way. Me and his
Okay, first of all, John, I grew up in South Carolina. There was no
well.
snow. There was no. I'm not
I
saying
guess they
there's
didn't
no
send you to
pine trees,
Kmart to
but-
go get the tree with your brother. Well, I
No.
had snow.
There was.
I had snow, and I was never sent out to like chop down the Christmas tree. Because like, how old is this? Like the boy here. I mean, he's what, 10 tops?
Yeah. Yes, I would agree.
Man, what are you
Not.
doing? You're alone in the snow.
Like maybe they thought they would surprise their parents, and they didn't
That's
actually
true.
send them
That's
to do
true.
it.
We got lost.
I'm going with your angle. I also like that they're more concerned that they're lost than they almost died by an avalanche, and then B, this floating
Crash just over
elf
here. Come on.
has just rescued them with magic, and they're not phased at all. Like, I wonder
Thought
how
of
I would
it.
be as a child. Like,
Yeah,
We've got a serious
I mean, I think they, at least, yeah. I think kids don't get freaked out by such things as much as adults do. They still
That's
believe
true.
everything is possible, so they're just like, yeah, sure. Why
and the
not?
80s were a
Roll with it.
magical time.
Yes, they were.
Away on the Sky Spy. Yes, and accidentally switched on the rockets. We've got to find him.
What's
So
that?
sad.
It's a flying
He's missing.
saucer. Nah, it's just a sky spy. Come on, let's go inside and warm up.
Just a spaceship. No big.
Yeah, nonchalant. Like,
That. First of all, it's a Christmas. No, I mean it's not a Christmas tree. It's a Christmas tree, and it's to celebrate Christmas. What's Christmas? Everybody knows what Christmas is. I don't. When you get
The kid looks so 70s to me.
presents,
The hairstyle, clothing, I don't know.
yeah,
presents are part of it.
it does look more 70s than 80s.
Everybody thinks about
Yeah.
peace and goodwill toward men. That's what the
I'm not as well versed on Filmation stuff from that era, but it could just be reused, a reused character model.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I never thought of that, yeah.
A long, long time ago.
I've got it. Here's where the
Fun
sky
fact, on there, somewhere, it's Filmation's telephone number. Like, if you would
What?
call it, you would get the Filmation Studios.
That's amazing.
go, Tila. My transport beam might
I feel like if I were an animator, I would be sticking stuff like that everywhere.
There are none here on Eternia.
Well, and he, why would you make a, whatever he's making here, with some rare Carium water crystal that's, like, not even on Eternia? They can't even find this thing on Eternia. She-Ra has to go to Etheria to find it, so where did he get the original one?
Yeah.
Years later, you will find out that Carium also was the, like, main, like, power thing in Brave Star, which was a Filmation cartoon that Bob Forward wrote. So
Interesting.
there you can make a link between He-Man and Brave Star if anyone cares or remembers Brave Star.
Well, just be sure that nothing happens to you. You're my favorite sister.
Now, this is the transformation sequence I think I would have used on my VHS tape to put earlier in the episode.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now you've got my brain wondering what the word carium means in like Latin or something. Like, why is this a word that got carried over?
Follow-up episode all about Carium. Its origins. I always love this animation where she gets on the horse and, you know, it's stock, you know, they use it in a lot of episodes, but I thought it was beautifully, I always thought it was beautifully animated.
It is. It's really, really good.
I also like how they, like, completely cut out, and please no one take offense to this, but they cut out, like, the story, like, we don't have to sit and listen to Orko tell the story of Christmas, because, like they said, everybody knows the story of Christmas. I understand why the Eternian doesn't, but the viewers definitely already know, so we didn't have to take up time with that.
And it would be pretty limiting if they chose the story from one particular religion and just, like,
or especially
ignored
around the
all the
holidays.
rest.
And there's a good thing, we'll get to it at the end of the episode, that Adam says that kind of gives it that inclusivity feel. I do like that we're getting other character usages too, like we saw, you know, the rat lore, the spike ore, too bad in the other scene. Here, like, you know, She-Ra's interacting with Mermista, that didn't happen a lot in the series, and we're at the Crystal Falls. So even though there are a lot of, like, yeah, we're in a lot of, or they're mentioning a lot of toys, obviously, for this special. But I still think it shows that it's still not a toy commercial. It just works. You know, the Carium water crystal is in the water. She needs to go to Mermista. Where does Mermista live? Crystal Falls. All makes sense to me, story-wise.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, not only is that water crystal only on Etheria, it's in this monster pool. Like, why?
Yes.
Silly
I still,
man-at-arms.
like, I would love a rewrite or something of this special where they flesh out these. It could be a movie length instead of a 2-part episode.
Sure.
Like, why? Why did he design this thing that he doesn't have resources for?
They used to be plentiful.
I loved the Beast Monster as a child because he was kind of like a dragon dinosaur, and I wanted an action figure of it. You know, just like I would have wanted one of Granamir. You know, I was like Beast Monster. It was never in the toy aisle every time I went, you know.
And they still haven't made one, have they?
No, I don't think that, they haven't made one of the Beast Monster. You know, a lot of She-Ra stuff gets ignored, unfortunately.
That's for sure. Although it is her 40th anniversary year this coming year. So I've got my fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
She's gonna get some well-deserved attention.
I can't believe it's been that long.
Right.
You know, even since this, basically nearly 40 years ago, Christmas special.
Yeah.
I'm always happy to help. Good luck. I hope this brings Orko back.
We could never have found it without Mermista.
And Orko would have been stuck forever.
I don't know, but it It looks as though we found something else, too.
Yeah, something else that needs to be in toy form. The Monstroids.
Yeah, especially number 1 here. I wanted that as a toy. This one right here.
Yes.
I mean, we had the... Well, and what's weird is they didn't really use the Monstroid that is a toy in the toy line. There was just one released. You know, he had those claws and he could grab the action figures and kind of spin them around.
Oh,
But
right.
it's not any of these that
Yeah.
are here. So maybe they was still in development or something. But I assume this was going to be used as sort of maybe integrating Transformers like elements. I feel like they're a little bit more simplified here, like a GoBot, but I liked GoBots as a kid. So I could have seen them maybe trying to expand, you know, the He-Man stuff to kind of fit in with Transformers.
Yeah.
Because there's a line coming up, if I recall correctly, where they kind of make fun of... Here.
Yes.
And I think that's a dig at Transformers, right?
Totally.
Like, it has to be a dig at Transformers because... Yeah, it's like, who needs freaking robots when you got He-Man and She-Ra?
It's a great sound
one,
effect.
too. I think that would have been fun as a kid. This one doesn't really do much of a
No.
transformation.
Yeah, totally want the first one.
I'm afraid we haven't seen the
It always bothered me here on this animation. Her crown, tiara, is outside the bubble.
It does look that way.
But I love that sword to flame. I remember, like,
Yes.
I rewind that scene as a kid.
Oh my god, that's so cute. I don't specifically remember seeing the Christmas special as a kid. Like,
Oh, I did. Oh,
Probably
100%.
did.
Because
I don't
I
know.
even vividly remember the commercial for it on... I saw it on USA Network. So once USA Network got He-Man and She-Ra, the cable channel USA Network, it was like, He-Man and She-Ra, celebrate the holidays.
nice.
Like, I vividly remember the commercial. I should look... and I have the Christmas special recorded on VHS from USA Network.
Excellent. I'll have to ask my brother to see if he remembers. But I feel like I didn't see it until... Well, geez, maybe until BCI came out with it on the DVD?
What about, did you do any tape trading on the mailing list? You might have
I
got it
did. I have a picture of those tapes somewhere. I'll have to find that and see which
back.
titles
I
were.
bet you got it through the old mailing list.
Maybe I did.
Where is he?
There he is. No, there they are.
Again, children aren't phased at all. I mean, I guess at least Eternians look like humans and everything, so if they're
True.
not phased by Orko, why would they?
What happened? It's a long story, and it all started when I got into the Sky Spy.
I love how they use the transitions both from He-Man and She-Ra in this
Good-
special.
good
It makes
catch.
me happy.
There is a great disturbance. A new spirit of goodness has arrived on Eternia.
Do we know how many episodes Horde Prime was in of She-Ra?
That is a good question.
'Cause I don't feel like it was very many.
It's not very many. And of course, there's the famous episode, you know, Horde Prime takes a holiday, which is another Hordak and Skeletor butting heads episode. I'd have to go back and look. I want to do a rewatch anyway of the entire He-Man
Yeah.
She-Ra lineup.
I'm not sure. Duncan?
I can't be sure. It may take a few days to recharge the water crystal.
But then we'll miss Christmas.
This, I guess, confirms that, like, Horde Prime doesn't really know about the, you know, galaxy that Earth is in.
Is tomorrow.
Because he doesn't
True.
seem to know about Christmas. He also I have a feeling the Horde could actually easily take over Earth.
Oh, yeah.
With the
Very
absence
easily.
of superheroes. So,
Yes.
Don't worry.
Only magic. Or no, sorry. Only technology, no magic.
Oh, Santa is?
yeah.
I can't believe
Gotta have both.
everybody knows who Santa is.
Gotta bring in Santa Claus. Now, this. So, I would like your perspective. Okay, so we know in The Secret of the Sword, right? So we know Hordak was Skeletor's teacher. Skeletor was originally a member of the Horde.
Yep.
Then he betrays the Horde by telling the location of the Horde's base so they can go and try to save Adora. But here, to me, it's implied the Skeletor is still somewhat managed by the overarching Horde because like he's reporting to Horde Prime, and he seems to want to. I mean, I know he wants to beat Hordak because he has a rivalry with Hordak, but he also seems to want to impress Horde Prime by getting the children. So did he or did he make a deal with Horde Prime because Skeletor was still on Eternia, even though he wasn't really successful since Hordak did take over Etheria? I don't know. It was it's one of those wormholes a fan goes into as it clicks around, because I'm just like, I don't know what's going on here.
I'll have to stew on that. I'm not sure what to think.
Yeah,
maybe Horde Prime is just so powerful that even if he has defied kind of the Horde in general, he knows better than to try to take on Horde Prime or go above him.
Right, because he did betray Hordak specifically, not that type of thing. Oh, here comes our song, right?
We've got just the right setting for my new Christmas song. Let's try it.
Love and caring, peaceful bliss, joys of sharing, happiness, Christmas spirits in the air, Eternia and everywhere. Don't you feel it? Feel that you're a part. Christmas season is a time of your heart.
I mean, that's a jam.
It really is.
Now that's the Christmas spirit.
I hope there's an animated GIF of Orko and Cowl dancing. I want to just start posting that on random people's posts on social media. It's my new happy GIF.
I'd like to get a clean version of the song.
Yeah.
I mean, it was done by Erica Scheimer, who did obviously, the I Have the Power theme, Lou Scheimer's daughter. So I'm sure there's one floating out around there somewhere.
Yeah, good point. I hope it's not lost to time.
I know, because we have a lot of different versions of the I Have the Power, like the demo and all of that stuff. So it's like, I would assume someone out there has the Christmas special song.
Whoever has it, give it up. We need it.
Right. Let's check.
I think I know some people to ask.
Haha.
I kind of like to think that the Monstroids birthed themselves like AI technology, right? From old Horde tech. Because this area, the Monstroid place, looks very rundown old Horde battle station or something, right?
It does.
I think it would be cool if they actually birthed, the technology birthed from something in the Horde technology.
Oh, I love that. Get Entrapta in here. She'll figure it out.
That would actually
new
fit
She-Ra.
really well with Princesses of Power, now wouldn't it?
Yes. 100%.
What? No bucket of bolts is going to push Hordak around.
Bucket of bolts.
On the other hand, I do have some urgent business elsewhere. Just wait till Horde Prime hears about this.
I love the very Looney Tune-esque running.
Yes.
When Horde Prime comes for them, we will deal with him. As you command, number one.
Oh, now they're scared, finally.
We know the children are in the fright zone, but we don't know where.
I'll try to help.
So many cool characters.
I know, this is a really good use of Peekaboo.
They've been captured
Yes.
by the Monstroids.
I knew we'd have trouble with them again.
Yes, but the little robot people have gone to rescue the children.
Robot people? You mean the machines?
Exactly, and they'll need help. The Monstroids
are very
I wonder if they planned the Manchines, because I don't think anyone's uncovered this, if I can think of. Like, did they... Because we know there was a Monstroid toy, but the Manchines didn't have any type of toy. I wonder if they planned, if that was something that was in the works and then got canned, due to the line ending and the show's ending.
Yeah. That would have
Because,
been
I mean, I think
amazing.
these would have been appealing. I even think they could have been in, like, a Hot Wheels type
Yes.
form, right?
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
The window's got bars.
They don't call me Cutter for nothing. Watch.
Could even be like just a little 3-pack. Just a few
Yeah,
little.
like I feel like it could have been
Manchines.
like an expansion, not in maybe the main line, but like yeah, like in the Hot Wheels aisle.
My cousin.
Yeah.
Here he comes now.
They're so cute.
Well, and like in the original He-Man toy line, there was, Rotar and Twistoid, the ones that spun, and I have to wonder too, like, were they inspiration for these? Because in a later scene, there's one that kind of looks like Rotar and Twistoid. If I remember, I'll point him out. And I think his name in the script or something was Rotor or something like that. So similar
Very
name
similar.
type thing.
Yeah.
I think we've got a problem.
Put them back in the cells. And the Manchines with them.
You're pretty good at giving orders, Metal Mouth. Now let's see how good you are at taking them. Move away from my friends.
It's He-Man.
I swear, John Irwin will always be my #1 favorite voice actor. Just something about that voice takes me back.
Yeah, his voice as He-Man just fits so perfectly.
Yeah.
Sorry to get you all tied up.
The human creature is alone.
The human creature.
I think you need a lesson in adding, Ironhead. Sword.
We need to start counting how many times She-Ra rescues He-Man. It's special.
I wonder in today's environment too. Well, they are calling the robots names, but like there's a lot of kind of name calling in He-Man and She-Ra. I wonder if that would fly with today's audience.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched enough current children's cartoons to
Yeah,
know if they
like-
do that or not.
We better call our cousins. He-Man and She-Ra need help. Right. Orko, why don't you find a safe spot for the children?
Right.
The odds look a bit uneven.
Oh, no, they don't, He-Man.
It's Cutter and the Manchines.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Come on, Cutter.
Wait,
We'll send
I'm trying to remember if he's at the end. Like, where's Battle Cat? Where's Creature in this whole thing?
Let's get to
Yeah, I don't think he's in it.
Huh.
He's sleeping for Christmas.
I guess it was easier to put just He-Man by himself
yeah.
on a little
Rotor
non-flying
is that-
vehicle.
That little one that was on the right that had the little
Oh.
spinny thing. And I was like, he kind of looks like Rotar and a similar name. So I don't know, just a theory. Throwing it out
Yeah.
there. If someone can uncover that information for me, thanks.
I like it.
Oh, God, your favorite part.
There they are. Horde Prime.
One of the few
I don't think
He-Man
it's
and
reachable.
She-Ra
I have a-
figures that I kept.
To Earth, children.
I should have got my relay out.
Oh, you should have. I should have too. Mine's in the other room.
I don't remember. It came with a Mondo toy or something, didn't it? I
It
purchased
did.
him separately. Yeah, I purchased
Yeah,
him
so
separately.
did I.
harder they fall.
Thanks for your help. We...
He-Man. She-Ra.
Just-
Look. Skeletor's taking the kids.
We'll see about that. Swift wind.
Oh, no, you don't, She-Ra.
Rude.
Right?
I've done it! I've captured the two Earthlings! Now nothing can stop me from delivering them to Horde Prime!
Don't be so sure, bonehead.
Horde himself. Well, I'll soon take care of him.
That skull-faced scoundrel has damaged my ship. Now I'll have to turn back. But first, I'll make sure that he doesn't go anywhere.
We're going down. I'll get you for that, Hordak. We'll have to crash land in that snow.
Swiftwind, are you all right?
Yes, but where are the children?
Skeletor got away with them, but don't worry. Now that you're free, we'll get them back. Let's go, brother!
I do love when Hordak leaves Skeletor stranded to die.
We won't be here.
Skeletor and 2 children just have
Oh,
fun.
dang it, I forgot about the children. We don't want them to die. We might as well give them winter clothing. Now, I'd like to point out that as we know, in these scenes here, slowly but surely, Skeletor gets a little niceness, right?
He
Gets a little bit
does.
nice. I don't think Hordak would have been nice. Hordak would have been like,
No.
march through that snow. So,
That's
Hordak
true.
truly an evil villain, whereas Skeletor can be perhaps manipulated onto the side of good from time to time.
Yes, for small amounts of time. He has a tiny shred of decency left.
Yes.
Joy? Yeah. What a disgusting idea. Well, there's no Christmas spirit here. Now get moving, you two, before Hordak comes back.
I'm sorry, mister, but we're so cold.
The children are so polite, even to
Yeah.
a muscle-bound skull that kidnaps them.
Oh, blast it.
I like to feel I would probably be that way too. I'd be like, well, Mr. Skeletor, I'm cold. I could walk faster if you would zap up a coat.
Thank you, Mr. Skeletor. You are very...
Oh, he does call him Mr. Skeletor. Okay.
Amazing.
Now, I do like that Skeletor, though, can still rock his, like, bare-ass skin. And
Right?
not be cold at all in this.
He's rocking out with Elsa. Cold never
Yeah.
bothered me anyway. Those heartbreaking scene in He-Man. Look at that face.
We need a plushie of it.
Yes, I've always wanted a plushie of Relay.
I don't know what's coming over me, but whatever it is, I don't like it. Ow! Stop licking my face, you dratted dog! Get away from me! You're drowning me! Get off!
I don't think that Skeletor would have gotten the Christmas spirit if it weren't for Relay. It's very
I
important
agree.
to this plot.
I agree.
It was nice of you to save Relay.
It's a really cool design, too, of a dog.
It is.
Because it's very, you know, He-Man, She-Ra, not Earth Dog.
Yeah.
If I carry him. But tell me more about this Christmas.
Well, it's a wonderful time of the year. Everyone has lots of fun.
You mean they get in fights?
No, they have fun.
Fights are fun. I like fights.
That's great writing right there. I love it.
Yes.
I like fights.
No, they're nice gifts.
Nice. Doesn't sound like much fun to me.
I don't know if I still have it. I used to have a sweater that had him on it that said, yeah, I am not nice, I am not wonderful, or whatever the line is.
I am not nice, I am not kind, and I'm still delivering you to Horde Prime. That doesn't really sound like his voice, but that was my Skeletor voice. I guess missed opportunity Frosta could have come in to save the children.
Ooh.
Given bountifuls of
I
snow,
like
but
that.
probably overload on the characters. Plus, she was a season 1 toy.
Listen, I am not nice.
No need to feature that season 1 toy.
That would have been great, though. Oh, now I want to see an art mashup that's Frosta and Elsa.
They would
I wonder if
totes
that
be friends.
exists. Yes, they would.
I also feel that I remember looking in the toy aisle for Horde Prime's ship, and never seeing it. Obviously, they didn't make it. But I feel like I remember looking for that.
That would have been really cool.
We'll take those children.
No, I'll take those children.
Hordak! Double drat!
That's right, Skeletor.
I would also like Mattel to put out an Origins, whatever we want to call this, Horde sled thing that Hordak is riding.
Those are really cool.
Good aim, you hit yourself.
He's so sassy.
Better get back, children. Orko, go with them.
Right!
You're not delivering them to Horde Prime.
Forget it, He-Man. The little fools are delivering themselves to Horde Prime.
Yeah, that's a pretty epic ship.
What is it? It's Horde Prime.
Come on, Shiro, we must stop him.
Robots, get them.
Hang on, Orko!
We're on our way.
That's enough for me.
Multibot.
Here, catch, brother.
Thanks, sis.
He-Man and She-Ra are sibling goals.
Now let's get the
Yep.
Too late, She-Ra. Horde Prime's got them.
Here it comes. Betrayal number 2.
I don't know what's happening to me. But I must save the children.
Blast! That Skeletor's hit my engines!
Horde Prime's ship is down. Let's go, She-Ra.
I think Horde Prime is going to be angry with me.
Possibly.
Just a tad.
You have made me angry, Skeletor. Very angry indeed.
Quickly, He-Man. Let's send this troublemaker back home.
I do like the angle of the villains not getting along. I
Yeah,
think that adds to the whole dynamic.
I would agree. And it's just funny. As a little kid, just watching them like call each other names and
Take care of Horde Prime.
be grumpy at each other. It's just hilarious.
Skeletor, they agreed, Skeletor. Thanks so much. He saved us.
He saved you?
Yes, I guess I did. I wish I knew why. I don't think I feel well.
Well, I think you're feeling the Christmas spirit, Skeletor. It makes you feel good.
Well, I don't like to feel good. I like to feel evil. Oh.
Don't worry, Skeletor. Christmas only comes once a year.
Thank goodness.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
Again, love this. This is like a famous panning shot, just with so many
Yes.
He-Man and She-Ra characters interacting. Even Lookie is hidden there.
Was that? It was one of the other Trollins. Was it Uncle Montork?
I think so, yeah.
Thank you, Santa.
It's too bad you can't stay for the party, but I'm sure your parents miss you very much.
We miss them too. But Man-at-Arms says we'll be home soon.
That's right, Miguel. You'll be home just in time to hang up your stocking. Ready to go?
I totally want to see a couple cosplay as the kids. Just big green puffy coats, yellow belts, and a relay doll.
They could have, oh my gosh, they could make their own plush. Yeah.
Of course,
He's so good.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone, and thank you.
So I like here that Man-at-Arms can see on Earth, like through his technology. And I say this not in jest, actually, because I wonder if like this would have been in another episode somewhere where they might have explored Queen Marlena's background a bit more. Like, oh, you know, she did crash land on Eternia and all, but through the technology of Man-at-Arms, she's able to still communicate with her friends and family back on Earth. Like, so it would make, I don't know, it would feel a little bit warmer, right? Like she didn't lose her full identity by crash landing on Eternia.
Okay, Father. Night, and Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, young lady.
Merry Christmas, brother.
Oh, you know.
But nobody knows he's He-Man.
Well, Merry Christmas, sis.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Now, this little tag at the end, which is like, you know, their moral thing, that's what I really like. I actually use these quotes on my Christmas cards sometimes about, he says it's very nice.
So that's how Christmas first came to Eternia. Not everyone celebrates Christmas,
Yeah,
but
that,
the spirit of the Christmas
very
season is within us all.
inclusive.
It's a season of love,
Yes.
joy, and caring.
And presents.
Presents are nice, Orko, but Christmas means much more than that.
I know, Adam. Christmas is a time of peace and caring and happiness.
That's right, Orko. And what would make you happiest this Christmas?
Presents.
Oh, Orko.
So I feel that this holds up. I really do, because like you said, your nephew enjoyed it. I sent it to my cousin's kids. They enjoyed it. I think it's fun. I think that it's Christmas themed, gives you the buy-in without knowing who He-Man and She-Ra are.
Yeah.
I love it. I think everyone should watch it every Christmas.
Me too. It's just so, yeah, like you said, it's got the great moral undertones about Christmas being just a time for seeing friends and family and hanging out and being happy, peace on earth and all that, without having to specifically shoehorn into one religion or belief system or whatever. But still, it left room for that too. Like when the kids start explaining about Christmas, like you can tell they're going into the like religious version of the Christmas story, but then they also include Santa Claus and presents and so forth. So yeah, I love how it's very inclusive, and it's about 40 years old almost, and still very enjoyable even for today's kids. I love that. Can't say that about everything that's that old.
No. And I always, you know, as a kid, and again, I'm biased, right? He-Man and She-Ra fan. But I liked this more than, you know, the Frosty the Snowman and the, you know, Silver and Gold, whatever those puppet animation things were from Rankin Bass.
Yeah.
I wanted to see this, and Filmation had another Christmas special called A Snow White Christmas.
Really?
I used to watch that all the time,
I've ever seen
too.
that.
Yeah, again on USA Network. I think there was a Fat Albert Christmas one too. I can't remember, but I definitely remember it was always He-Man, She-Ra, and that Snow White Christmas special.
Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any Christmas specials like that that I watched as a kid. Like my family, we watched the Claymation Christmas, which was a thing that came on TV. Maybe just we recorded it off a TV. That's right. We had it on a VHS and we watch it every year. And now I've got a DVD copy, you know, so we watch that every year. But I miss all the commercials. That was half the fun, was all the old commercials.
Yeah.
But anyway, I had some like Christmas records, I guess. And yeah, like Christmas albums. Like there was the Chipmunk Christmas album that I would listen to. Yeah. But I can't think of any other Christmas specials. Like, I guess we saw, the Charlie Brown one once or twice,
Yeah,
but
with the sad tree.
yes, yeah. Everybody's seen that, I
Yeah.
guess.
There was a Muppets
But,
one too I used to watch, even though I didn't really like love it, I remember.
yeah,
But other than that, it was mostly, Christmas movies, obviously, Home Alone
right.
or Batman Returns. I feel that counts as a Christmas
Oh, I
movie.
gotta add that one to my list.
It's like that whole Die Hard debate. Is Die Hard a Christmas
Yes,
movie? Well, I don't care, but Batman
obviously.
Returns is. Yeah, I feel like it's a Christmas movie if it's predominantly taking, during Christmas, which Die Hard
Yeah,
is. I think it's
yes.
just fun for people to be like, that's a Christmas movie, it's an action movie. Um,
It
but
can be
hey,
both.
He-Man and She-Ra Christmas Special is also an action movie, if you will, and it works. So, well,
Absolutely.
thanks
I,
to
I,
everyone for. Oh, go ahead.
I wish I had had a copy of it as a kid like you did, because I'm sure I would have watched it constantly like you did. It's
I thank my
fantastic.
parents every day for purchasing what was probably an outrageously priced VHS recorder, in the early 80s. Because those
Yes.
things were probably, compared to today's prices, quite expensive. And the fact that they allowed me, when the Christmas special came out, even say if it was like another year before it was on USA Network or something, I was like probably age 4 or 5, and I'm operating the VHS recorder. So kudos to my parents. And I still have,
Yes.
like you said, I'm gonna dig out those VHS tapes, and I
Yes.
want to rewatch the commercial that I remember of it too. So. But I think
Excellent.
that was fun. Thanks for rewatching it with me and
Of
everyone else who
course.
rewatched it with us. If you had fun, make sure you hit like on the video, hit subscribe, helps the channel out. And as always, happy holidays. And during the holidays, we hope you have a
What are we
good
saying? Oh,
journey.
it's been a while, y'all. Yes. 1, 2, 3. A
Good
good
journey.
journey.
It's harder to do it on video because I'm like waiting and I'm watching for you to say it, and there's probably a slight delay on your end. It's all right.
I was just like, surely he means something other than good journey.
He's like, it's the holidays. He doesn't mean good journey. There must be some He-Man phrase I don't remember.
Good Christmas.